Hi, how you doing? This is Brandon Taylor, Stockton Unified School District Assistive Technology Specialist. Today we're going to go over how to make PDFs accessible in a very quick and efficient way using the Text Help PDF Reader app. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to open up a fresh tab. What we're going to do from here is we're going to go to the Google Chrome store. So we can go ahead and type right into our search bar or our Omnibox right there in Google Chrome Store. So once we get to Google Chrome Store, we're going to go ahead and open that up. What we're looking for is the application called Text Help PDF Reader. Okay. And it's going to look like this. Now I already have it added. Okay, this goes along with the read and write training that we did previously. I already have my Text Help PDF Reader added. Okay, you guys would click here to add. So once I have it added, it's going to populate up here as this little tile. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and download that. So give you guys a second to go ahead and download the Text Help PDF Reader. Now once you guys have downloaded that, what we want to do is a couple different things. We are going to, if you're using a mouse, you're going to right click on that, or you're going to two-finger touch on the trackpad on a Chromebook if that's what you're using. So go ahead and we're going to get to the options. We want to open the options. Now these are really important. We want to go ahead and set these things. Now I have mine turned on already. What we want to do is there's a couple of different things that we want to do. We want to go ahead and open web PDFs. We want that to happen. And then for those of us that are using Classroom, we want to enable Classroom integration. Okay, it makes it very, very simple to get this back and forth in an edited format between you and your students. The last thing we want to do is we want to open Classroom PDFs directly. Okay, and then at any point in time, if we ever wanted to restore these defaults, we could easily do that right there. Okay, so we have all of these things checked, and you'll see why these are important as we move through this training. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that out. Now what we're going to do is we are going to open up, we're going to go Drive, okay, and take me right to my Drive. Now what we're looking for is I'm going to open up two different docs. The first doc that I'm going to open up is something that I created off of the training that we did the other day. I created this in a PDF. This is just how you'd give your students a PDF or how you'd receive PDFs. But here's how we're going to edit these, okay? We're going to go ahead and use all of the tools that are available using the PDF, the Text Help PDF Viewer. So we're going to go ahead and open up this PDF right here. Now, I have options, okay? You see here where it says Open With. Now, what I'm looking for is read and write for Google Chrome. One more time, okay? I open up my PDF and I have options here. I'm going to open with read and write for Google Chrome, okay? I'm opening this up. All right, so now it's compressing it. You saw all those colors across the top. That means it's OCR compressing. What I need to do is I need to go into my account. I need to choose my account, okay? And it's going to tell me some of the features. Now, if you got some time, read through some of these features about Google Classroom and how it streamlines the use through Google Classroom. So here we go. Now I've got my PDF open in the Text Help tool, okay? Now, if you see this toolbar right here, this is going to give us a lot of the same features that we had using the read and write. And the first tool that we're going to talk about right here is something called Click and Speak, okay, or Hover Speech. Okay, now I think this is a great tool to quickly be able to get to that text-to-speech option. So what we do is we'll go ahead and click on Hover Speech. We'll go right here. And
THIS tool allows you to hover over text and the paragraph will be read to you without the need to highlight.
Okay, so I can go Hover Speech. I can click right where I want to start, and it'll read until it reaches a period. Okay, so usually it'll go whole paragraphs at a time. Now, again, you gotta understand this is right inside of a PDF. Okay, this is right inside of a PDF. Now, I can go Dictionary tool here. Okay, just like we could before, I could look up words. Okay, so if I go here and I highlight the word frog, I could go here, I could go frog, I can click on the play button.
Noun, a small animal with long legs that lives on both water and land. Some frogs are endangered.
Okay.
Noun,
So I have my dictionary features available now on a PDF, just like I had them available before on any other type of doc. Okay, biology, can have it read to me.
Noun, the study of life and the structure of living things.
Okay, I could do the same thing with baseball. Okay, so those are the dictionary features. Again, this is right inside of a PDF that we could distribute to students. Picture dictionary, same thing. Okay, I can go here, I can find my frog, I can copy as an image, and I could insert it back in there if I wanted. Biology, okay, picture dictionary here takes me to different symbols for biology, and then obviously the same thing is going to hold true for baseball. I like that it gives us two different representations of baseball there. Okay, a lot of different options there for our communicatively handicapped students or students that are using alternate forms of communication. More classically known in digital accommodations as text to speech. Okay, we call it play, pause, and stop. I get the same features available in PDF when I'm annotating PDFs or working on PDFs. Same thing here. I can go ahead and highlight. From this point, I can play.
Sometimes while you are teacher.
See, I can stop it, okay, and I can play it. Now, you'll notice here that it highlights the entire screen, okay, the entire row in yellow, and then each word by blue. Now, one of the things that I like that I can do very quickly is I can go over here to my little fallen down snowman, right, my little 3 dots. I can go and click that. I can go options very quickly here. I can go speech. I feel like for what we're trying to accomplish is he's talking a little bit too fast right now. We need to slow him down a little bit. Got a student with some severe reading deficits. Let's go and take it to 25. We can do that pretty quick. We want to change it to a female voice. We can do that. We want to get into some other accents. We can do that too. We'll go ahead and stay with Tom right now, but we could go with Samantha or even Ava if we wanted. Okay, translations. Most of what we're looking for is going from English to Spanish. And then language we're going to set to English United States. Okay, so again, I can go ahead and highlight. This is all inside of the PDF.
Sometimes while you...
So what we did is we slowed it down, right? We slowed down the speech for our student. That would really allow some of our...
This tool will help you do that. Sometimes a teacher will send you readings to do what...
So we can slow it up and speed it down depending on the reading level of our students. Okay, if we go too slow, it starts to sound a little bit robotic. So you got to find what is the right accommodation for you. Okay. All right. So then we get to the talk and type feature. Now with the talk and type feature on this toolbar, it doesn't present itself as classically as it did in the read and write. But we can use the talk and type feature. And how do we do that? We're going to use this thing called typewriter. So if I turn typewriter on, okay, it's got the little blue under it now. I can go and click where I want to put that. Now there's a couple different things I can do here. I can move it around, okay. But here we go. Now here's our talk and type feature that we more historically would see in some of our other read and write accommodations. So what we're going to do here is we're going to want to allow permissions. Hello, my name is Brandon Taylor. I'm the Assistive Technology Specialist at Stockton Unified School District. Okay, so I got that in there. Now from here, I can do a lot of different things. I can play with the font size. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller if I want. I can also adjust my font colors. And then I also have prediction tools available in here too. If I want to start, if I want to get in here and play with get in here and play with some of my prediction tools too. I can also do that if I want to have it read back to me right here with the play.
Hello, my name is Brandon Taylor and the Assistive Technology Specialist at Stockton Unified School District.
And I can have it read to me. If I want to move it around, I can move it around using this feature. But right now, for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. If I wanted to okay it, I would just click on the pink check mark. But for our purposes right now, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this, and we're going to turn off that feature. Okay. Now, again, we're on a PDF. We can still use all of our highlighting tools. Okay, we're going to do the same thing that we did in our previous training. We're going to highlight all these. Okay, we're going to highlight plants. We only have one. Okay, we're going to highlight that in green. We're going to go animals in blue. Dog. Okay, blue. Frog. Blue. Okay. Now for our places, we're going to go in pink. We're going to go Hawaii, Alaska, and Georgia. There we go. In pink. Now with our colors, we will go yellow and green, also with a yellow highlight. So we collect highlights. Okay, so we'll go here, we'll collect the highlights. Now, with the collection of highlights, what it's going to do is it's going to do the same thing that it did on the other features, in that it's going to take us to another Google Doc. So I choose my account. Okay, so it logs me back into Texthelp PDF, and then it's going to create another doc. Okay, so it's compressing the doc right now, and then it should create it. Okay, so for the purposes of training, we'll go ahead and move on to the next part, but that would create a separate PDF for us to access at a later date. Same thing with vocabulary features. We have the vocabulary feature here. If we want to collect all these, highlights, we could go vocabulary feature, and it would do the same thing and take us to another doc that we can access later. Now, one of the really cool features that I think is really, really great about this PDF reader here by Texthelp is something called Pushpin. So sometimes you may need to comment on something or put those notes in there like we would normally do on a Google Doc. We have the ability to also do that with PDFs, and how we're going to do that is something called Pushpin. So I'm going to open the Pushpin tool, and I'm going to go something like right here next to Pushpins. Now what it'll allow me to do is it'll allow me to create notes, and I have my whole lineup of features also. I have my play feature if I want to listen to it, prediction, talk and type, and then the ability to customize format. So let's just say I wanted to create a Pushpin to something to reference this for study material. Reference for next Friday's quiz, period. Found on page 236. Okay, now I can do the same thing as I did before. I can make it smaller. I can make it larger. I can also change the fonts. Okay, now the difference is when I OK this, it's going to look different. It's just going to be literally just a push pin. When I click on that push pin, then I can open up here and I can get to that point. So it's a little bit different than a note. It's really called push pin in the PDF. Now the typewriter feature is a great feature, and this is how we're going to get our students to be able to work collaboratively back and forth between sharing documents that are in a PDF format by able to annotate them themselves. This is called typewriter feature. I talked about it a little bit before. Okay, so with the typewriter feature on, I can add any content that I want to my PDF. So I've asked the question here, right? So this is just like a doc that you share with your students. What is your favorite season? My favorite season is winter, period. Okay, we can decrease the size of that. And then it lives right here. My favorite season is winter. Okay, so we're able to do that. The next thing that we can do is we can use the freehand drawing tool. The freehand drawing tool is pretty cool. We can go here with line colors. Okay, so if I said just make an arrow, okay, I want to make an arrow, okay, and then I have the ability to create an arrow and annotate the document however I see fit, really. If I want to do something like circle the bee, okay, well, here's the bee, right? So we'll circle the bee, and now it lives. And now that document, now that it lives like that, we can share it back and forth, and it'll live between the two docs also. Okay. The last thing that we have is shapes drawing. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do something like draw a square, okay, I could draw a rectangle or a square, do something like that. Make sure the sides are equal. Okay. I can do a lot of different things. If I want to fill it, I could fill it. I could make it one solid color. You need to pick that before, but I could do that. Let's make a solid circle here. So if I wanted to make a solid circle, I could do something like this. Okay, something like that. And if I wanted to make a straight number line, I could go here. Now, some of these tools you got to play around with a little bit, like the way that circle didn't format as well as I would have liked. So you just got to play around with some of these tools a little bit. But just know that these tools are available in a PDF format. I will show you one more tool real quick, one more doc that I have created. Now, this doc And a reason why I want to showcase this doc is this is a document that I shot with my iOS camera, with my phone, okay? I could do the same thing. I shot this and I made it as a PDF on my phone, and then I uploaded it right to my Google Drive as a PDF. Now, what can I do with this? I can do the same thing. I can open up and read and write. Okay, as it opens in read and write, it's going to generate all of my read and write tools across the screen. And then I have, again, I got to OK my account. But it allows me to get into all of the same tools that I had before. I can highlight and have it.
Students may require behavior management.
Okay, now don't forget that I turned down the speed on that just to make it a little bit more digestible. So let's try that again here.
Students may require behavior management.
So I can have it read to myself. I have all of my dictionary features available to me. Okay, management.
Noun.
Okay.
The act of running and being.
Got it. Okay. I can also insert. I can also translate if I have the need for that.
Comportamiento.
I can translate. I can annotate by marking it with freehand drawing. I can make pushpins to come back from later. I can annotate my own typewriter feature here if I want to type something. My name is Brandon, period. I can make that smaller and I can make it live. I share it back and forth. Okay. The only thing we didn't talk about is the screenshot reader, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this now. The screenshot reader is basically a box that we draw around things. Okay, you notice how it is red and it grays out the rest. Now with that red box, you're going to see it's going to compress it. So you see the colors here at the bottom. What that is OCR compressing it. Okay, so boxes that
behavior support implies addressing environment, teaching strategies, teaching new behavior.
So what it does is it allows me to select text within the document and have it read. Like if there are pictures that have text associated with them. Sometimes the onboard screen reader won't always pick out that text, so it allows us to get into those pictures and dig that text out for our students that need a little bit of support. So again, those are some very basic tools and strategies using the TextHealth PDF Reader app. Again, my name is Brandon Taylor. You can get me at Brandon Taylor at StocktonUSD.net. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions regarding this. This should really be a great resource in being able to deliver digital accessible content via PDFs or however the platform presents itself for our students in an online format. I hope you guys enjoyed this training, and I look forward to the next one together.